From the Newsmax studio in New York City, here is Steve Malzberg.
The problem is that under current law, once those kids come across the border, there's a system in which we're supposed to process them, take care of them, until we can send them back.
So is your message don't come?
Oh, our message absolutely is don't send your children unaccompanied on trains or through a bunch of smugglers. That is our direct message to the families in Central America. Do not send your children to the borders. If they do make it, they'll get sent back.
All right, folks, that was the president specifically addressing the crisis, although I'm sure he doesn't view it as a crisis, of the children coming across the border. Joining us now is Sheriff Joe Arpaio, Mericopa County, Arizona Sheriff for the past 21 years, and of course he needs no introduction. Hello, Sheriff.
How are you?
I'm well. When you hear the president say that if they come, they'll be sent back, what are the odds of that happening? Do you believe him?
Zero. He should be sending back all the illegal immigrants, including those that have committed crimes. I just sent a letter last night to the Homeland Security Secretary. This is my second letter. I want explanation, investigation as why 3,800 of the people in my jails that are charged with state, local crimes are here illegally. We turn them over to ICE, and they keep coming back over and over again. So how come they're not deported? Or if they are, why do they keep coming back across the border? If they're sent out the back door, they keep committing crimes. So he can't even handle that situation. You think he's going to handle these kids? This has been going on for months. This isn't anything new.
Right.
I have my own theory about this.
Go ahead.
Theory is that he knew that this would draw controversy. And I said this 3 weeks ago on a national show. I predicted he's doing this to invoke his executive order, using this as a vehicle, and also try to
in a Central American country. It's absurd.
Well, like I said, they can't even keep track of all the criminals in my jail that I turn over to ICE. They can't keep track of them. They keep coming back to the jail. How are they going to keep track of these kids traveling to New York or trying to unite. And you think they're going to report to ICE? Come on.
All right.
They're not going to report to ICE.
You are in favor of deploying the U.S. military to Mexico, correct?
On a bilateral basis. I didn't say invade.
Right.
Mexico.
No, of course.
Oh, I understand. Because when I was head of the DEA in Mexico City, we worked operational. I had agents working undercover, worked alongside the Army, the Mexican Army, the federales. So why can't we just put some resources, Border Patrol or military, across the border and work with their Army and their law enforcement and clean the mess up? It's only common sense, but you know and I know that's never going to happen between the two presidents in Mexico and the U.S.
What do you think the ultimate goal is of the left and the president and people who are continuing this and not enforcing the laws and putting you and others in the position that you're in?
Well, it's a complex problem. I'm not going to get into the social issues like free medical and not paying taxes and all that. But I'm sure the business people, chambers of commerce, I don't think they like this sheriff because, people like to hire cheap labor, and that is cheap labor when they come across. And also amnesty. They want to give these so-called 11 million, I don't know where they keep coming up with 11 million, want to give them amnesty. So I'm against amnesty because of a fairness issue. If if you're going to let these guys in and give them amnesty, let the whole world come in, even those that are waiting and obey the law. They wait years to come into the United States, and then you come in here illegally, and they're going to reward you with a citizenship or a free get-out-of-jail pass card. Come on. It's not fair.
All right. Sheriff, just keep up the fight. Thank you for joining us today. Appreciate it, sir.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Sheriff Joe Arpaio, ladies and gentlemen. It is a horrific situation. As he mentioned, was it 38% of illegal alien inmates are in his jails. He turns them over to federal authorities for violating immigration laws, and they come back over and over and over. These laws are not being enforced. So John Boehner, who I disagree with on many things, is absolutely correct when he says to the president, as he allegedly did or reportedly did, well, he says he did. I heard him say he did. We can't trust you to enforce the law, because he's not enforcing it now. Coming back with more of the Steve Malzberg Show right here on Newsmax Television. Okay.